Okay, well, I am here to help anybody who is in a position where they are ready for more in their life and they're just simply not sure how to get it. So, the first step is to create clarity. And as I mentioned earlier, the number one way to do that is to ask yourself, take out all of the excuses or possible reasons why something couldn't work, and ask yourself, what if it did? And what would it look like? And then write it out and visualize it daily to the point where it becomes a feeling, a burning desire. Like I said, I could feel myself in Idaho before I ever set foot in the state, right? So that is the number one most important step to help yourself get clarity. The rest will work out because the next step is to make a decision. So nothing can happen in our lives until we make a decision. I mean, if you think about that and you even look back in your life, nothing has gotten to you where you are now until a decision was made. It doesn't happen by accident, right? Even if we're not sure, we're still leaning more towards one way or another. There is definitely a commitment on some level within us that makes that decision and makes it possible. For us, that decision happened the day that my husband and I talked, and I said, when are we going to actually do this and just stop talking about it? That was when we said, we're going to do this no matter what. I used to be the person that thought if things were hard, maybe it wasn't meant to be. I would doubt myself, or I would question whether or not I made the right call. Maybe I was going in the wrong direction, and I was quick to change, from here to there. But I learned something through this process, and that is to commit. Life is sometimes hard. Finding our dreams is not always it's not going to be roses and puppies. Sometimes it takes just grit, sheer grit. And that's really what it takes, is a commitment. So once we decided to commit to making this happen, no matter how hard it was, no matter what process we've got through, no matter who in our life said not to do it, we were united and we were committed to our dream. And then it happened. That's when things like magically happened. I'm telling you, we went from living in Arizona to having a house in Idaho in our name in 60 days. Even my realtor said that's unheard of. I was qualified. We found the right house. We negotiated it and closed in 60 days after 10 years of dreaming about it. So that just indicates to you how powerful it is to make a decision and commit to it. So you first get clear, you make your decision, and then you commit to it. And that's my mini course for today.
What a great, concise course. I mean, and you've kind of walked the steps, and this is applicable to so many things. I mean, it really is kind of, just get clarity, kind of get in your mind, look at the variables and ask yourself, and I love the question, don't ask yourself why it's not going to work, but ask yourself, what would it look like to work? Or what would it look like, how do you make this happen? And then the second is, you're deciding that I'm going to act on the conclusions that I found and the kind of the dream that I've got. And then thirdly, once that decision's made, you're all in. Let's burn the boats. We're committed to make that change.